he started with just $35,000 at the age of 22 investing in property. Now he has a property portfolio worth over $15 million, which provides him an income that has allowed him to semi-retire. Here he drives Lamborghinis, he flies in helicopters. This guy has holidays all over the world. He actually literally has turned his weekdays into weekends. So ladies and gentlemen, Chris Gray.
So who better to help you with this than one of this country's most talented, most successful and most experienced renovators, a man who has made tens of millions of dollars from renovating houses. I'd like to introduce you to guest judge and mentor, Chris Gray.
It is an absolute pleasure to welcome to the studio Christopher Gray. How are you, mate?
What a great title for a show. Thanks for having me on.
Chris Gray, one of Australia's leading property experts.
Chris Gray is an independent property expert and he joins us now to discuss this trend. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Morning. Very good.
Please welcome property expert Chris Gray from Your Empire to explain how it works. Nice to see you.
He says owning your own home is overrated, and it's time Australia followed the lead of Europe and Asia, where renting is a way of life.
A lot of expats go to Hong Kong and Singapore and they get in the lifestyle of renting, and it's actually nice and flexible. And they come back to Australia and they think, well, why would we buy the family home?
Chris Gray will guide us through the country's next boom suburbs, state by state.
Rather than going for the $1 million ones, which a lot of people can't afford, we're actually trying to find where can you get good, consistent capital growth, but around the median price for that area.
Property expert Chris Gray is the chief executive of Your Empire, a property management and advisory company, and he knows the traps.
The biggest trap for most people is it takes twice the amount of time, it takes twice the amount of budget, and the quality is not very good. And so they think it's as easy as the TV shows say, it's as easy as the magazines, but it's not. It's a lot tougher. Rent money is only dead money if you don't invest the equivalent somewhere else. So you've still got to buy. So if you just rent, that's bad news. But if you keep buying these little ones, the rental on the little ones is quite often maybe 4 or 5%, whereas the rental on a very expensive one's only about 1 or 2% because people can't afford it. So that's the arbitrage, is lots of little ones make more sense than having the one big family one. The common theme that I hope most people are getting is I'm completely contrarian. So I normally do the complete opposite to most other people. And the reason I do that is I make my decisions based on the pure numbers and what the numbers tell me rather than what my parents told me. Hello and welcome to Smart Investing. I'm Chris Gray. Hello and welcome to Your Property Empire. I'm Chris Gray. So quite often we're coming straight off the boat and literally off the boat or off the beach and we're in our boardies. Find out what you should be buying or what you should be avoiding. Check in with me live at 6:30 Eastern. Check in later through Friday and Saturday, but before you hit the weekend listings. Get Your Property Empire briefing every week, only on Sky News Business. So just as in rock climbing I've got a safety rope and a belayer, in property investing, you need the right accountant, mortgage broker and valuer to make sure you stay on the right path. So I'm not a great accountant, but I just think in numbers, and that gives me a different logic to most other people. Not only will the owner be getting a much better rent return from having a better tenant, but also his capital appreciation should get better and better as the confidence returns to the market. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to show you how we completely gut it and build it back up. Hopefully we'll be turning it from an ugly duckling into a white swan.
honest to God, if we stripped you virtually naked, handed you a semi-automatic weapon and got you to run through a burning building, you would be Bruce Willis, I tell you.
Something tells me Chris probably won't do that for us.
He probably does it overnight.
Yes.